A brand new week is upon us, and this week, guys, seems to be bullish. If you ask me honestly, in all honesty, XRP is right now consolidating, but actually slightly in the green today. It seems like there is a big move incoming, and we should prepare, guys, because this week there's a lot of external events that will affect the markets. From Crypto Rover, big week incoming. Now, all of this is important, but on Thursday we have US CPI data that's coming out and the ECB rate decision as well. I don't know if they're going to cut. I'm pretty sure they cut a lot already. The Fed is behind rate cuts, right? So now we're looking for US CPI, which is the inflation data, guys. And right now inflation is under 2%. Okay, under the Fed's 2% target. This is trueflation. I don't know how they're calculating this data, but if CPI comes in, I think the last reading was 2.7%. So if it comes lower than 2.7%, guys, this Thursday, that's going to actually be extremely bullish for markets. Okay, extremely bullish for markets, and I'm thinking it will come lower than 2.7%. Now, then there will be a domino effect into next week. Okay, because from the Fed watch, September rate cut odds hit 100%, by the way, right? When the Fed cut rates, it's actually bullish short term, with 11% chance that Federal Reserve goes big at even 50 basis points. Now, the black swan to watch here is if they don't cut at all, even though the markets are stating, no, it's guaranteed that the Fed will cut, guys. Okay, now, if the market believes that, I think the percentage is above 85%, the market believes in something, guys, the Fed goes along with what the market believes, right? The market believes, since it's literally 100%, that they should cut. I'm guessing, well, they will cut, guys, right? The black zone will be if they don't cut, but if they see CPI coming in lower, it's literally the cherry on top, right? Because the unemployment data went up, right? So they're behind the curve on cutting. So if inflation does come down a bit, yeah, it's guaranteed that they're going to cut. And remember, this is all bullish, right? It's like a domino effect for the markets to rise, okay? Which is why this week will probably be bullish. Breaking: China's central bank injected 2 trillion yuan in liquidity this week. I think that's like $13 billion if I did the conversion correctly earlier. Here we go. Okay, so central banks are injecting liquidity, guys, and things may start to move up. We'll see. So let's talk about this USDT dominance chart, and let's see what it has in store for us, guys. Okay, for this brand new week. We haven't talked about this in a little bit, but if you look at the RSI on this chart, I noticed something. Do you guys see something? There's a head and shoulder pattern forming on momentum, the RSI. If this gets confirmed in the coming days, it's going to go down like this, right? Which will push this chart down, which means people who hold USDT will convert and exchange to cryptocurrencies, right? Most likely Bitcoin. But if Bitcoin rises, since this is going to go down, then altcoins will rise too. Okay, so there's a head and shoulder pattern here forming on the daily chart. Hopefully this confirms and goes down. Okay, let's talk quickly about the 5-day, because we haven't in a while. So since time has passed, since weeks have passed, this was a fake out. Okay, technically on the regular candles, it did not close below. There wasn't a candle body that actually closed below. Okay, and right now we have closed above, guys, multiple candles here. Okay, on the 5-day chart, the 5-day moving average. The one thing that I do wish to see is we need to close below 4.3132%, guys. Okay, now how low is this? Let's calculate. Now I'm pretty sure if we come down here one more time, right? I'm pretty sure if we come down here one more time, this line, if we close below, we'll actually hold it as resistance. Okay, now this line is right now 3 to 4% lower, okay, which means a 3 to 4% pump on Bitcoin, which would take Bitcoin to 3 to 4%, 116K. If Bitcoin can go above 116K on the 5 daily and close above this level right here, okay, if Bitcoin can just close above this level right here, that's going to be extremely bullish on the 5 daily, right, on the 5 candle, guys. We need to see a body candle closure above this level on the 5 day. Now that would mean for XRP 4% higher, which there's a double 2x multiplier, would take XRP to above this level. If XRP can close above this level, guys, $3.05, extremely bullish, right? And I think there is a chance here. If you look on the RSI on XRP, look at that. It may cross above this RSI, guys, okay? The RSI based MA, the moving average, okay? When it closes above, that's extremely bullish. That this was a fake out. That was a fake out, right? But last time we crossed above, that appeared right here. We crossed above it right here, okay? And we held it as support, right? And right now we're on the verge of crossing up as well. Look at this. It's so close, right? This week may occur if the catalysts are bullish, such as CPI, right, which will trickle down to a Fed rate cut, and you know, banks are injecting liquidity, so we'll see what happens. Okay, so again, we need this chart to come down, right, and on the 5 day it needs to close below 4.31% right here. We close below this level on the 5 day, extremely bullish. I'm pretty sure it's gonna hold it next time as resistance. Okay. Yeah, this is insane. This one moving average has been holding this chart as support, which is why XRP, Bitcoin, ETH are all having trouble pumping, right? So we need to be below this moving average, guys. Okay. Again, hopefully we see some bullish energy coming in this week. Now, will today be that day from Crypto Inside UK? For XRP, we literally see it has broken out of a big resistance here that's been holding XRP down for weeks now. Okay, this could be the move, the start of an uptrend, which is weird because it's so weird. The moon phases, okay, the moon phases, guys, it just got triggered. Look at this. Now, these I'm on the 5 day. Oops. Okay. The full moon occurs tonight, okay? But it seems like on the charts it already has been confirmed. Now, this usually means a pump. It's weird how what's it called? It's weird how XRP is breaking its downtrend right now as we speak, right? And for XRP, each time we have seen this, look at this, right? We did see some bullish energy. This was just consolidation, it seems like. This is just consolidation. When there's an uptrend that happens, it's extremely bullish. Okay, just like this. Right, that's an uptrend. Extremely bullish. Even here, look at this full moon that occurred, and XRP ripped. And when a new moon occurred, it started to consolidate, right? So it just got triggered, guys. We could see some bullish energy manipulating prices to go higher. We'll see what happens, right? It all depends on the external data that comes out for the world this week. Now, just as Justin, if strategy is accepted into the S&P 500 after market close, it is estimated that they will be able to accumulate between 200,000 to 250,000 Bitcoin over the next 6 months. Supposedly, MicroStrategy is aiming for the S&P 500 to be included in it. For Michael Saylor, thinking about the S&P 500 right now, and people are speculating that it will happen this week. Okay. And if it does happen, guys, there's going to be so much FOMO, because if you look at the returns on Bitcoin, MicroStrategy, it's leverage on top of the S&P, right? And yeah, people are just going to buy so much Bitcoin. Their treasury could reach nearly 1 million Bitcoin here if they get accepted into the S&P 500, guys, or into the stock market. That's going to be ballistic, to be fair. That's going to be a very bullish event for Bitcoin. And it's funny because Michael Saylor needs this to happen, impeccable timing, because the strategy stock, okay, is right now on life support. Support. It needs to bounce off and pump, which will be a pump for Bitcoin, right? Because a strategy is a leveraged Bitcoin product. Whatever happens to Bitcoin happens to MicroStrategy's company, but on it's a higher volatile asset. So both Michael Saylor and Tom Lee, a Bitcoin maximalist and an Ethereum maxi, will be on CNBC on Monday morning. Higher.
Monday, Michael Saylor, Tom Lee, Glenn Hutchins, Leon Cooperman, Swat Box 30, Monday 6 a.m. Eastern, and streaming on CNBC Plus.
Look at that. They're going to bring their puppets to probably pump the markets this week, right? So it's hilarious. Let's see what happens, guys. But yeah, to me, it feels like bullish, to be fair, right? But on the other hand, I don't think we have bottomed out yet. I think extreme short term, we may be bullish because due to external events that will affect the market this week, right? And they may shill and say some crazy statements, right? Probably throwing out some crazy price predictions for Bitcoin and ETH on Monday, okay, on live television, which will make, again, people FOMO feeling, right? FOMO-ish and bullish. So let's see what happens here. I wanted to make this update so we know what's going on. And yeah, it's going to be a very interesting week. Let us prepare. Keep eye out. Now, financial advice. But it was nice of his messages. See ya.